Ferguson, Senior Editor for GEMS. We're here at EMS Today 2018 in Charlotte, North Carolina. And today I'm joined by Kevin McGinnis, who's a board member for FirstNet. Kevin has been recognized as one of our EMS10 for 2017 for the work that he's done with FirstNet. And so today we're going to talk a bit about your role in that. So tell us about your role in FirstNet from the last year.
Well, I've been with the concept of developing a nationwide broadband system for public safety since 2006. And now today, in the past several years, I've sat on the board as the sort of EMS community's representative on FirstNet. In the past year, we have made incredible strides in that we have acquired a private partner, and so we're this weird public-private partnership that's a federal agency, building a network, which has never been done before under a federal agency. And because we picked the partner we picked, we are now 2 years ahead of schedule and under budget, which doesn't happen with many federal agencies. So we have, at the end of December, this past December, all 56 states and territories have signed on, the governors of those states and territories have signed on to be a part of FirstNet and let us build out our networks in their states or territories. So now the challenge turns from that to building the network. And what AT&T has given us as a part of our partnership is the entirety of their bandwidth, which means that we don't have to wait for the bandwidth that Congress gave us to be built out, which will take 2 to 3 to 5 years, but we get to use today AT&T's bandwidth and all of our public safety users, all of our EMS users, and that's every flavor of ambulance service, no matter what your sponsor, governmental, non-governmental, private hospital, whatever, are all eligible. Hospitals doing medical oversight for community paramedicine and 911 calls all qualify as primary users for pricing purposes and for participation. All those users have priority and preemption on the network, which means if you're in a setting as big as EMS Today is, and you know what it's like to try and get a call through here, on the FirstNet network, there will be no, even if you're bleeding over to the AT&T portion of that, you won't know that, but you will be booting people off if you need to because you are FirstNet. So in the next year, we're going to be building out. And right now, my appeal is to the leaders of EMS agencies and systems on a local level to learn a bit about FirstNet, to see if they have good AT&T coverage in their area. If they don't, to go to their state single point of contact and find out when the good coverage is coming to their area and to start thinking about what they want to do with basically unlimited broadband. Do they want to do portable ultrasound? Do they want to do CT for telestroke? It's all possible now, and it wasn't any time before this.
It's amazing.
It is.
Amazing. So what do you see as the future, the possibilities that something like FirstNet brings?
I see FirstNet enabling applications, and the mind boggles. I mean, you think about the number of applications there were for us, just plain users, 10 years ago or 15 years ago, and now there are thousands and hundreds of thousands of applications. Same thing's going to happen in EMS. But I see FirstNet enabling us to cut the time from the time we get out of the ambulance, assess a patient in a car crash, do everything we need to do, share the information with everybody we need to share, going from 6 to 10 minutes to 60 seconds. I see a rural car crash that we respond to now and are lucky to get in a timely fashion before a fatal injury, potentially fatal injury actually kills someone. We will cut half an hour out of, or 15 minutes or half an hour out of discovery time, discovering that the car crash happened, which created the injury, which is going to create the fatality. We'll cut that out. We'll cut out the time that it takes for an EMS person to go out to the scene and assess a patient. That's another, could be 20 minutes, half an hour in a rural setting. We'll be cutting an hour out of a response time. We're going to be saving lives that way. And with the ability of FirstNet to give us situational awareness, all the data that we could possibly want will be available to us at any given second that we want it. We just need to pick what we want and consume it. And we're going to be making better clinical decisions, better operational decisions about where patients need to go. it just boggles the mind.
Well, it's an incredible achievement, and to be able to cap off 2017 with all 50 states opting in is just wonderful. So congratulations on
you.
being recognized and for the incredible work that you've done with FirstNet. And thank you for joining me today to have this conversation. I
My
appreciate
pleasure.
it.
I love it all, and I'm just one cog in the wheel.
Thank you.